Hello, I am Helen Terry here at Soma Ranch, and I have Irene with me, who's been on our 30-30 challenge for the last couple of years, I think. And I really enjoyed how in this program we've evolved into you being our quite often regular Wednesday Feldenkrais practitioner. And what a lovely compliment to Nia Feldenkrais method is. But also, I really enjoy your teaching and how you share and the curiosity. So, Irene, I'm just excited to have you on board and that we have our workshop coming up in January. So I wonder if you want to share a little bit about yourself and the workshop.
Sure. Thank you, Helen, and thank you for the chance to work with this group. Of all the people I teach Feldenkrais to, I've had more joy in the teaching in this 30-30 challenge. And I've had more joy and then some frustration in that half an hour is just not enough time. And I'm so looking forward to doing a workshop where we can go deeper into the sensations. Because the richness of Feldenkrais comes from having that time out of space, time out of achievement to sense, to build our skills of sensing so that they come on board more quickly and more easily when we're doing faster things like Nia. And having the 3 hours to play is going to be just a delight. And I don't know about you, but when I started doing movement things, I never realized I had bones inside. I never realized I had a skeleton. If I wanted something, I would think about the muscles that I used to do something. And because when I did exercise programs, it was all focused on the muscles. And one of the delights to me about discovering Feldenkrais was that it's focused on how we use our bones to hold us up and our muscles to move us. And when we get that efficiency of using these rigid, hard things to do the work, then the muscles don't have to work so hard to do what we want to achieve. So to me, Feldenkrais is the experience of moving totally effortlessly in space, that moving your torso is no more work than moving your finger, finding exquisite counterbalance and coordination. And the joy of it is that each time you do a Feldenkrais class, you end up with that more sensation of, yes, I can. Yes, this is easy. Yes, this is delightful. Yes, I can do an hour-long Nia class. Yes, I could do 3-hour-long Nia classes in a row. That you can do what you love more because you found ways to do it more efficiently. And so our focus, the January focus in the 30-30 challenge is on how to find more joy in your movement and in your life. And this is just one more tool to deepen your ability to do that. We're going to get to know how, especially our torso skeleton works, so that you have choices in how you use your torso, which makes everything easier in your day and easier to notice something I'm doing is not causing me joy. What could I do differently? And it's easy to notice something hurts, but we want to flip the switch from when that thought happens to what could I do differently, and having a vocabulary of things that you can experiment with to get yourself out of pain when you do have one of those moments. So I'm delighted to share more in-depth Feldenkrais with Nia students because you're using Feldenkrais every day, every time you take a Nia class. You're getting the benefit of the principles. And when you stop, understand the conceptual level of the principles, and build your map of your body, everything gets more delightful and delicious. And that's my whole goal in life, is to find delicious movement, delicious dancing through life. And looking forward to helping share that.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful, wonderful experience. I'm like you, I'm glad we're going to be able to have that relaxed, extended experience. Um, so your title is something like getting to know your body or getting to know your skeleton. And I assume that this experience is something that's suitable for beginners. And I also have a sense that this could be great for near teachers as well. Do you agree?
Yes, it's great for your own relationship with your body. It's great for your ability to do X-ray anatomy, to be able to look at your students, to look at a teacher doing something and get what it is they're moving. I think beginners in Nia look at what the hands and feet are doing, but looking at what the torso is doing is going to be what makes the movement easy for your body. And you're going to understand how your torso works and have, as teachers, more understanding of what gets in your students' way. Why is it that some students have a really challenging time doing certain moves, and what cues you can use that will help get them unstuck? Because as a teacher, we're always trying to come up with ways to trick people into finding it to be effortless, or to guide them, to break things down. And this, you'll just have more understanding so you can do it. I feel like it's like when you're on your phone and you're looking at a map and it doesn't have the street signs on it, and you push that plus button and, oh, those are the street signs. That'll help me guide. And I want to give you the street names and so that you can make a mental map that is just effortless to use in your teaching and in your own movement.
It's wonderful. And as well as it can be beginners to teachers, one thing I really enjoy about Feldenkrais is that there's also what I call like an even playing field, in that we're laying down for a lot of the time, and anyone of any mobility, you don't need to be a certain fitness level to do this. So that's number one of clarifying, is like just bring comfortable clothes, bring layers in, that we tend to get a little colder when we go into that conscious yet but more still place. Yeah, so any mobility is welcome. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And then also we're going to be doing this as our first ever hybrid workshop. I hope it's the first of many. So literally, Irene will be teaching the class from where she is in Washington State near Seattle. And we're going to be here in the studio, and people in person, you'll be able to be all together here in the studio. And the big screen behind me over here is where I will be like that big person on what we call the wall of smiles. Meanwhile, those of you on Zoom, you'll be taking the class like your regular Zoom class, and you'll be able to see in one of the squares all of us taking the class. So it's been a bit of a Rubik's Cube in my brain to figure out how to do this, but with a couple of computers and a couple of cameras, we figured it out. And so we'd love you to join us, whether it's in person or via Zoom. Anything else you want to add, Irene?
Please come, because it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate what you bring to our group, and it's just such a wonderful compliment. So thank you very much.
Look forward to January 15th.
Yes, January 15th. It's around the corner. Thank you.